Harry Belafonte, activist and entertainer, dies at 96. Harry Belafonte, the legendary civil rights activist, humanitarian, and entertainer, passed away on April 26, 2023, at the age of 96 due to congestive heart failure. He was a pioneer in the entertainment industry and was one of the first Black performers to achieve widespread success on film and in music. Many know him for his signature hit Banana Boat song, Day-O, but his impact extended far beyond his music career. Belafonte dedicated his life to activism and social justice, becoming a conscience of the world and an inspiration to many. Belafonte was not just an activist in name only, he was a true champion for human rights, always willing to use his platform to raise awareness and advocate for those who were marginalized and oppressed. He was a tireless worker who dedicated himself to the cause of civil rights, using his influence to promote racial equality and social justice. He was a role model for many, both in the entertainment industry and beyond, and his legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Belafonte was born on March 1, 1927, in Harlem, New York. His mother was Jamaican, and his father was of mixed African and European descent. He spent much of his childhood in poverty, but his mother instilled in him a love for the arts and music, which would become his lifelong passion. He attended George Washington High School in New York, where he excelled in theater and music. In 1950, Belafonte began his entertainment career as a performer in small clubs in New York City. He quickly gained recognition for his powerful voice and charismatic stage presence, and he was soon signed to a recording contract with RCA Victor. His first album, Calypso, was released in 1955 and became the first album by a solo performer to sell over 1 million copies. The album included his signature hit, Banana Boat song, Day-O, which is still popular today. Belafonte's success as a performer allowed him to become an influential figure in the civil rights movement. He used his platform to raise awareness and advocate for change, working closely with other activists, including Martin Luther King Jr. He participated in numerous marches and benefit concerts, often organizing and raising support for these events himself. Belafonte was not afraid to take risks and put himself in danger in order to fight for what he believed in. His dedication and commitment to the cause of civil rights were unwavering. Belafonte's influence extended beyond the United States. He was a global activist, using his platform to raise awareness of issues such as poverty, HIV/AIDS, and human rights abuses around the world. He was a goodwill ambassador for UNICEF and a supporter of numerous humanitarian organizations. Belafonte's legacy as an activist and humanitarian will continue to inspire future generations. He set an example for others to follow and showed that one person can make a difference. His commitment to social justice and human rights was unyielding, and his impact will be felt for years to come. In conclusion, Harry Belafonte was a true icon, a legendary entertainer, and an unwavering advocate for social justice and human rights. He dedicated his life to fighting for a better world and used his platform to raise awareness and inspire change. His legacy as a champion for civil rights and a conscience of the world will continue to inspire future generations. We will always remember him as a true hero and an inspiration to us all. Harry Belafonte, the renowned singer, actor, and civil rights activist, passed away on March 1, 2022, at the age of 94. Belafonte was a towering figure in the fight for racial equality, using his celebrity status to raise awareness and support for the cause. He was a close friend and ally of Martin Luther King Jr. and played a pivotal role in organizing the March on Washington in 1963. Belafonte was born Harold George Belafonte Jr. in Harlem in 1927. His parents were undocumented immigrants from Jamaica and the Netherlands. Belafonte endured a violent childhood and dropped out of high school, eventually joining the Navy. After the war, he worked as an assistant janitor and discovered his love for acting while volunteering at the American Negro Theater. He soon transitioned to singing and became a superstar in the 1950s, with hits like the Banana Boat song and Jamaica Farewell. Belafonte used his fame to promote social justice causes, particularly the civil rights movement. He befriended Martin Luther King Jr. in the 1950s and helped organize a benefit concert for the Montgomery bus boycott in 1956. Belafonte later produced the historic March on Washington in 1963, which featured King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Belafonte was also involved in anti-apartheid activism and helped introduce South African singer and activist Miriam Makeba to American audiences. He coordinated Nelson Mandela's first visit to the U.S. after his release from prison in 1990. Belafonte's commitment to social justice extended to humanitarian work, and he served as a cultural advisor for the Peace Corps and a Goodwill ambassador for UNICEF. Despite his many achievements, Belafonte faced criticism and controversy throughout his career. He was blacklisted during the McCarthy era and was investigated by the FBI for alleged ties to communism. He was also sued for not sharing profits from his music with the composers of traditional material. Belafonte was married 3 times and had 4 children, 3 of whom became actors. He received numerous awards for his film and music career, including a Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award and a National Medal of Arts. Despite his successes, Belafonte remained committed to the fight for social justice until the end of his life. In his memoir, he wrote, "When you grow up, son, never go to bed at night knowing that there was something you could have done during the day to strike a blow against injustice and you didn't do it.